Let's get physical. It's Jordan here, back in with this week's update. All the physical releases coming to the Switch. We're in the 4th week of November, the 21st until the 25th. Before we get into it, I want to give you a heads up about an interesting video coming later this week on Wednesday. Yes, on Wednesday, 8 AM LA time, 11 AM New York time, 4 PM in the UK, and 5 PM in France, we have a video telling you, or unveiling, One Print Games' latest Switch physical releases. Yeah, they asked us to unveil their next 2 games, so please be there to watch it. We did it last year, it was fun. We broke their website, and I'd be disappointed if you didn't break it again. The games look a lot of fun, so I hope you can be there on Wednesday to see what they are. Please do me a favor, be there and watch it. Alright, this week's games. Saint Kotar is releasing this week. No, Knights of the Old Republic didn't get all religious on us. In fact, this is Kotar, not Kotor. Never mind, would have loved to have seen a Jedi Bishop though. Anyway, this is a game. It's a point-and-click game with horror themes. Apparently this was a successful Kickstarter game, but didn't quite stick the promised landing on release. Some enjoyed it, some felt a little bit let down. At least that's what the Steam reviews say about it. All I really care about is why Rick Moranis is the main character. I know he's not working much these days, but I thought it'd be above a simple point-and-click game. I don't know. And of course, if you want any of the games shown here today and you want to support the channel, check the links in the description. VGP are a great company for those in North America with good prices, shipping and selection of games, and every week anyone who purchases something using our links also gets thrown into a draw to win a $10 discount on their next order. And this week's winner is Gulam G. Aragami 2 is probably releasing physically this week. It's been out digitally a couple of weeks now, and the physical is catching up. This pretty much follows on from the first game in terms of an indie game trying to push above its weight. This is kind of the same, although some like it more than the first, some like it less. Personally, even though I mildly enjoyed the first game, if you watch my review from like aeons ago, I don't have much desire to play this game for some reason, I don't know why. Still, ninjas are cool, so it's got that going for it. Kids vs Parents is releasing this week in Europe, not sure about the US. I think society is fractured enough over there, they don't need mums and dads being beaten to death by their children, like being sent over the edge by this game. It looks quite colourful, but I couldn't find a trailer for you. The Outbound Ghost is a sweet looking game. This is a game inspired obviously by Paper Mario. The good ones, a proper RPG adventure. Take your little band of ghosts, proper companions, proper battles. This really could be what Paper Mario fans have been shouting at Nintendo for like the past 20 years. I hope this is a success. I mean, on Steam it's not like 100% loved, but maybe on a Nintendo console it will sit better. Now there's only one more retail release this week, and unfortunately it is Code in a Box bullshit. It's Just Dance. Nobody cares. Nothing of value was lost. Alright, the low prints. Mugen Souls is coming physically to the Nintendo Switch via East Asia Soft and Play Asia. Yeah, a Play Asia exclusive. This is hot off the press and I'm impressed. I remember playing this a lifetime ago on my PS3 and enjoying it. I actually thought it was part of the Disgaea franchise due to the Western publisher and similar type of art style, but this is a cutesy RPG that even has ship battles. Okay, they're not as epic as Skies of Arcadia, but damn, I'm all up for playing this one again on the Switch. And even better news, this is the full unedited version, so there's never before seen English content in this release. Oh yeah! There is a standard edition as well as a collector's edition which includes an art book, soundtrack CD and stickers. Oh yeah, you can pre-order this on Thursday, 11 PM Hong Kong time, 11 AM New York time, whenever that is for you, and I would massively appreciate it if you came back here on that day, clicked our link and supported us. It really means a lot to me, and of course we can give you something back. How about 5% off with our current discount code SWTV5? Hopefully it works during the big sale thingy, but I'm not confident, we'll see. Omega Robots is Red Hot Games' latest Switch release. This is a side-scrolling action game that looks like a pretty standard affair. It's bright, it's colourful, and has simple enough mechanics. Blast your enemies away, and even use the gunfire to give you a little boost to your jump. It's been done before, but reviews for it seem fairly positive. There are 3,000 copies available, and you can pre-order this right now at redartgames.com. If you click the link in the description, you can also support us at the same time. Yeah, we have affiliate earnings with Red Art Games now, and you can still have the 10% discount code. Make the most of it. SWatch10. Thanks for your support. What do you get if you cross the words drainage and anus? You get Drainus. Yes, the least well thought out name in history is getting a physical release via strictly limited games. Despite the horrendous name, which gives me a mental image of like sewage spurting out someone's arse, Drainus is a very commendable shooter from the same people who made the recent Deedlit and Lunar Nights. Completely different genre, but shooter fans have assured me this is a good one if you're into them. Some say it's one of the best shooters they've played in years. There is a standard edition and a collector's edition available. Did no one think to just say, hang on a moment, maybe rethink that name? Strictly, why don't you just give it a little bit of a nudge? Do you really want to put drainage anus on your... And our executive producer Viz has chosen this as his pick of the week. The Artful Escape is from I Am 8-Bit, available for pre-order right now. This version is exclusive to their website. This was published by Annapurna, which means it's kind of artsy-fartsy, a musical platforming adventure that your mum hopes you're done with in time for your dinner. Apparently there's not much in the way of gameplay, but that ain't gonna stop it from winning awards. The gameplay boils down to a game of Simon Says. If that's not Game of the Year, then I don't know what is. And our executive producer Precision Plague has chosen this as his pick of the week. Transiruby is Super Rare's latest game, if I could actually say it properly. This, as far as $5 platformers go, is actually like a $5 platformer. Made by the same people who made Kamiko, a very commendable game. This one seems to not have the quite same impact because I've never heard of it before making this video, but you're a dinky girl jumping up and down. Actually, okay, it's a Metroidvania type game, so perhaps looks are a bit deceiving, and shock, horror, it's not $5, it's actually like 13 or something. But 4,000 physical copies will be available on Thursday at Super Rare. Aztech, The Forgotten Gods is Limited Run's latest distribution title, which, if their recent track record is anything to go by, means it's a bit rubbish. Oh, yeah. I think they've given up at this point. Another mediocre title from Lienzo, which is a pity since all of their games have really good premises. They just need some programmers and designers to join their team to make it good and fun to play. Mid and South American culture should be in games more often. Fascinating era, culture, potential, come on. And our executive producers Elissa and Cartoon Soren have chosen this as their pick of the week. Now there's a couple of games I forgot to talk about last week since they were announced so well in advance I didn't look back far enough in my research, both from premium edition games. Firstly, the big one, Raji. While I'm neither here nor there about this getting a physical release, I mean, it's cool and all, but if there's one game that people have messaged me about over like the past 2 years asking, Jordan, do you have any info about this game? Do you know if it's getting a physical release? It's this one. I don't know why, but people keep asking me, or they used to ask me about Raji getting a physical release, so you must be excited. Perhaps it's the unique setting, maybe some Indian pride. It's cool, and it's finally happening, and Premium Edition Games have plenty of editions available to pre-order. We have affiliate links for this down below, so if you click those links in the description and buy something, you also support SwitchWatch at the same time. And our executive producers, Thorn Metaluna, God of Resin, and Instacritic have chosen this as their pick of the week. They Bleed Pixels is their second game, and this one got kind of overshadowed, which you can expect. This is a game that's almost a decade old, mildly popular when it released, one of those balls hard platformers but with horror type visuals. Can't say this one does much for me, but I know it has its fans. There are 2 editions for this one available, and again, links are below if you want to buy it and support us. And our executive producer Parsnip Coffee has chosen this as her pick of the week. Alright, before we head into the imports, I need to talk about a project that involves you. Yes, I need you. You know, the end of the year is coming up, and you may remember last year we had a video where you guys voted for your favorite games of the year. Well, we want to do it again. And I know what you're going to think, Jordan, it's November, it's way too early to be talking about this stuff, and yeah, you're right, but shut up, because this takes a long time to prepare. I mean, we've got nominations, then we've got proper voting, then I need to write it, then I need to poke Juan and James to do their voice, and then I need to edit together, so that's like 3 weeks minimum to do all of this. So we need to get the ball rolling just a tad, okay? So firstly, we're doing nominations. On our Discord right now, which the link is below if you're not joined already, you can nominate 3 games that you want to see in the full vote. Now, just to tweak it slightly from last year, the nominations will also carry a little bit of weight into the final outcome. So yeah, head over to our Discord right now before next Monday and get your nominations in. You can see what the rules are, what counts, what doesn't count. The info should be like in there somewhere. I haven't made it yet, but I'm planning to. And next week, we will start the proper voting where everyone chimes in, okay? Yes. The video was fun last year, so let's hope it's as fun this year. Okay, the imports. We're heading into Play Asia territory, and if you want to import any of the games shown here, then please consider using our Play Asia links below. Play Asia is still the #1 way to support us, a great company. They've supported SwitchWatch during the hard times when we thought maybe it's not worth carrying on, and yeah, this series would not exist without them. So in return for clicking our links, you can also get a lovely 5% off with our current discount code SWTV5. Now, Touhou Genso Wanderer Lotus Labyrinth R is a re-release, a special price edition coming this week. And I have to thank Roarin in the community for bringing this to my attention. You guys know I'm the king of imports, but admittedly, this one's passed me by. Because yes, Lotus Labyrinth R is an import exclusive, and it has English. What? A Japanese physical release exclusive that has English. It has English. It's a prequel of sorts to a game North America has physically already, Genso Wanderer Reloaded. Some of you may have that already, but this, Lotus Labyrinth R, this is a different game. So yeah, if you need dungeon crawling RPGs with anime girls, get this. And hey, at least I waited until a special price edition. I might just say that's on purpose, I knew it was coming. I can't bullshit that. But just a warning, there is also a bundle of this game with the Japanese version of Genso Wanderer Reloaded. But that does not have English, so don't buy the bundle because one of the games doesn't have English. If you want that game, you'll need the North American version. Grab one of the most obscure imports now. And our executive producer, Ozgolo, has chosen this as his pick of the week. The Binding of Isaac Repentance is releasing this week in Japan with English. I know this is coming to the West, at least North America at some point, but Nicholas is just keeping their cards close to their chest, it seems. Not sure when that's coming, and if you can't be asked to wait and find out, then the Japanese version will do. And our executive producers, Issa and Punky Dooster, have chosen this as their pick of the week. Omori is also getting a Japanese release this week with English. North America has this already. Europe not until next year it seems. But yeah, this is quite cheap and I'll probably be getting this one myself. And our executive producer Robotech has chosen this as his pick of the week. In Japan, there's also some more games, most of which don't have English. One of them does, you can see it. And the first game in this list is the Genso Wanderer Reloaded. It's a special price edition that does not have English, okay? Don't buy that one. Buy the North American version, even though it's probably really expensive. Alright, before we get into the community spotlight, I've got something to show off to you guys. RedOutGames sent me a rather large package to show off to you, and I already showed off Blazing Beaks. Now it's time for Mayhem Brawler. This is your classic urban beat-em-up, obviously inspired by the success and return to form of Streets of Rage with 4. Even the art style is quite similar, but don't let that fool you. It's more flattery than copying because this is a fun game in its own right. Beat-em-ups, not always a genre I gravitate towards, but once in a while, you just got to get the guns out and lay some smite down. When I've not been playing Pokemon with my daughter or playing Suikoden 2 for a bit more Jordan, I've been taking names in Mayhem Brawler. This physical release from RedOutGames has extra vibrant orange artwork that really stands out, and when you open it up, you're greeted by my sex face. Yeah. You get a mini poster inside and lovely interior artwork. That's always a bonus. The back of the box also gives that comic book vibe that the game has throughout. In fact, it's a theme of the game. All round, nice package, perhaps one of their lesser known titles. I think it came during a flurry of games during like the late last year, and it can be yours with the links in the description. Purchase it and you can support us, and of course 10% off with SwitchWatch10 at redartgames.com. Alright, on to you lot. Executive producer Z sent in this photo showing off Gato Roboto with the recent Ace Angler game from Asia. She got the bundle, which came with the funky controller, which I am very jealous about. It looks like something my daughter would enjoy playing with. Zora Gaming sent in this photo showing off both games in the something series. I don't know. Does this series have a name? I'll call it the Storybook series. That seems apt. Executive producer, our man in Japan, Vei, sent in this photo showing off a couple of imports from last week, Card Fight and Return to Shiranagasu Island. Looks like it came with a CD. I need that. Vast Neon sent in this picture showing off a couple of special reserve releases, Card Shock has some pretty sweet artwork to it. The One, thanks for using our links to purchase these. Sorry it took so long to arrive, but a bunch of great imports, especially that SD Gundam game, a lot of fun. Scarkill, thanks for using our links to pick up these games. The Bullet Soul double pack is massive, and I think that's a standard edition. I don't think there is like a smaller version. That's huge. Rovichimon sent in this photo showing off the Pokemon double pack, as a lot of you did, plus the lovely Japanese cover of Eastwood. I love that cover version. Mickey McFlynn sent in this photo showing off the Steenbock edition of Sifu. Thanks to everyone who helped me out with my pronunciation last week. They also got in the European copy of Aeroheart, which I heard was hard to get a hold of, a release in Europe. Not sure what the situation is now though. Marty Mar picked up this bunch of games. Lovely to see Tactics Ogre and Phenotopia from Premium Edition Games. They've got a nice catalogue built up now, but I'm sure this is still their best game thus far. Irina sent in this photo. They got in some recent super rare stuff. I'm surprised that Grapple Dog didn't sell out yet. I know the publisher is like mates with everyone in the industry, so there's perhaps some slight bias in my feed on Twitter, but I thought it was universally loved. Surprised to see it's still available. Executive producer Instacritic sent in this photo, hoovering everything up, including the obscure stuff like Sharon's Staircase. God, she's a popular woman. Faison wanted me to show off the full triple set of Crisis games on the system, 2 available from Limited Run, and the first one at retail. I'm still surprised that these are actually on the Switch. That's kind of a miracle. A brave porting effort. Executive producer Alyssa sent in this photo showing off the Pokemon double pack, which looks like it came with some pins. Sadly, the Evolutions did not come with it. She's just classy enough to have them already. Executive producer Cartoon Soren got in Super Mash. I'm sure this is from when PlayAsia discounted it to $10, which is frankly insane. Great value. Burai Murian picked up Pokemon Scarlet, The Enemy. Yeah, I'm picking up Violet for my daughter for Christmas. I may have lied to her, said the game's not coming out until Christmas Day. It's fine, she's 4. Alright, let's have a roundup. Visipon, Sojan, McLaren, Radio to Rancid, Tech Zone, Ilundara, Judge Sewell, For Retro's Sake, Ashura G, Starby, Max1216, Gemini, Pabs, Esoteric Camo, William Hutchins, Manji. Alright, please send me pictures on Twitter, So What About Game. You can DM me, or you can send an email, switchwatchspotlight@gmail.com, And our Discord, the server link should be in the description. Please put your pictures in the submissions section. And only send me 1 picture per week. If you send me 2, I'll just pick 1. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Let's Get Physical. Special thanks to our executive producers, as always, Dane Wilkinson, God of Resin, Boombox, Brent McLean, Jonathan Rumor, Santa Tartaruga, Alexander Cato, JCross7776, Elissa, Punky Dusa, Cartoon Swaran, Robotech, Z, Raven Knight, Thorn Metaluna, Parsnip Coffee, Isa, Vey, Mental Traveler, Grant Cert, Viz, Jennifer M, Instacritic, Precision Plague, Katacha, and Ozgola. Plus you. Yeah, you're watching right now. If you watch all the way through, God, you're a legend. Please leave me, we don't have much options this week, so I'll just choose Ninja, okay? Aragami. Yes, please send me a ninja emoji, or if there's an origami emoji. I don't know if there's an origami emoji, but please send me one of those if there is. That would be better. And yeah, please be there on Wednesday to watch One Print Games' reveal. It's a short video. It's like 6 minutes, 7 minutes, okay? Doesn't take long, and I just want to show you what they've got. So please be there, yes? And also, vote, or no, don't vote. Nominate your game of the year in our Discord. The Discord server link is below, okay? Yeah, I'll see you there. Take care.